Tonight, the members of the Space Patrol are dealing with the future as usual. However, it's not the future of rocket ships and interplanetary communications or 30th century ray guns. It's the future of over 500,000 American children. We're here tonight to help build a future for them, a future free of cerebral palsy. We're going over to the telephones now and spend most of the night there, taking your calls, talking to you personally, and accepting your contributions.
Okay, Buzz, let's let them look at those numbers now, huh? Madison, 63535, or Tucker, 8211. Come on, let's light up this whole board over here, because everybody from Space Patrol wants to talk to all their fans out there. How about it? Right now.
There are 500,000 children. Their future is in your hands. I'll be waiting for your call.
500,000 children. You know, no matter how much we receive tonight, it's not going to be enough. All I can say is give as much as you can from your heart. Buy your share of giving these kids a future. It's important. Hear from you on the phone, son.
500,000 children need your help, ladies and gentlemen. Give so that they may talk. I'll be waiting for your call. Thank you. Happy.
500,000. I'll be waiting. Thank you.
Hey, Bob, where'd the Space Patrol go? Which way?
All over on the phone.
Oh, they are? Wonderful, wonderful. Jack, let's get into
came for you.
For me?
For you, sir.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Isn't this nice? It's for $10. Says, dear sir, in anticipation of the benefit show coming up for cerebral palsy the 24th, the Cub Scouts of Pack 47, Playa del Rey, wish to be first with a donation from their treasury to this worthy cause. Enclosed, fine $10. How about that? The lads would really appreciate it if their contribution could be mentioned first or among the first when the show airs at 10 o'clock. These lads will appreciate anything you can do. Well, we did it anyway. And the Cub Scouts, I think that's wonderful. That's $10, Jack. Pass that on. Say, I just want to show you what's happening with this particular little thing. We have a few checks here that I just want to show. And get up pretty close with this, will you? For these checks. We have one from another guy over at Paramount for $10. I just happen to have these in my hand, girls, and I just want to mention them for a second. We have my doctor. I done him out in Beverly Hills, the Dr. Pincus, out in Beverly Hills, a wonderful dentist. I give him a little plug, but he gave me a nice check for $100. Love him. Monty Bryce gave me $50. These are all wonderful checks here. We have one here from Harry Tugan, a producer at Paramount, a grand guy, great writer and producer at Paramount, for $250. These are not giving any ideas, I hope, anybody. There's a Louis Scher and Al Melnick for $250. We have one here from Barney Dean for $200. We have a check from the man that runs the Paramount studio right here in Hollywood for $1,000. How about that? Mr. Y. Frank Freeman, good old Frank Freeman. Love him. All for those kids so that they can walk again. And of course, I said to my partner on the set today, one of my partners on the Road to Bali picture that we're working on right now, dear old Paramount, I said, I'd like to have a little check from you. So dear Daddy Bing gave me $1,000 for this. How about that? Wonderful. I really appreciate that from the old man. And he was coming tonight, but he couldn't find a sitter for the Bank of America. No, Bing's ready to help at any time, and I don't like to get soft about Bing because it's not my racket. But this softened me quite a bit, that $1,000 check from dear old Bing. And don't let this give any of you folks any ideas, because we don't want that kind of money. We want a lot of small contributions. There are about 1.5 million television sets in this area, and if we can just get about a half a dollar from every set, you know? And if you're sitting near a telephone and you have a television set, get on that telephone and call somebody that you know has a television set that's not on this station and tell them, tune in this channel. because they're not only going to see a great show, but they're going to see a lot of wonderful humans tonight. Is that it? How about that? Come over here. Here's the one from the Boy Scouts. That's great. Right on there. That's the way we do it, Jack, huh?
That's the way.
Here we go. Harry Dugan and all these checks right here.
That's wonderful.
Say, and Charlie Cooley, bring me out that sack of money from the Paramount commissary, will you? Come here. Where is that? Charlie Cooley right here. How much is in here?
Oh, it is about $60 in there.
For Pauline Kettinger and all the kids over at...
All the waitresses.
All the waitresses and Herman.
Well, I can tell you, we can take these down right now, can't we?
Oh, yes,
Sure, it won't be long.
What, we just pour it in here? There we are. Man, I hope we got another one of these standing by. We have.
We have a large we need.
Isn't that great? Come on back here. How are they coming, girls? They lighting up pretty good? Understand they're lighting up pretty good down the May Company. That's what we got to do. We got to get a lot of action. Can we have it right here for a second? Are you all set there? I want to introduce a lady that's also appearing with us on a picture, our co-star in all the road pictures at Paramount. Gal that's done wonderful work.
Wow.
Yes, Jack.
This is very important.
Yes, sir.
Look at this. The boards at our subsidiary, at the May Company, where 250 phones are receiving calls, are flooded. Be patient.
How about that? Isn't that wonderful?
Keep calling us now.
Phones are flooded. Oh, man. Good. Jack, this is our dream, isn't it? This is our dream, ladies and gentlemen. We can get those phones flooded. But be patient. Stay in there, please. Well, let me introduce this lady. Co-star of all the road pictures at Paramount. Wonderful gal, Dorothy Lamour, right here. Hello, beautiful.
Seems like I saw you a couple hours ago.
Yes,
huh?
sir. I still have the same makeup. How about you?
No, I
Hey, what are you going to do,
now?
Dal?
Well, anything you want me to do,
How
Bob.
about a song?
Okay.
Did you do that? Go,
Fine.
go.
Sam? If your sweetheart sends a letter of goodbye, no secret, you'll feel better if you cry. When waking from a bad dream, don't you sometimes think it's real? But it's only false emotion that you feel. If your heartache seems to hang around too long, and your blues keep getting bluer with each song, remember, sunshine can be found behind a cloudy sky. So let your head down and go on and cry. Yes, everyone should cry if they feel like it. You know, when you're a little baby and a safety pin tips you, you have a great big cry and you feel a lot better when they remove the pin. And then when you're in your teens, you're at a prom, Susie has on the exact same dress that you do. Price $8.95 and a good cry. Then later in life, when you can afford an exclusive creation, you'll cry when you get the bill, $150. But love is a stumbling block. But isn't it wonderful? If your heartache seems to hang around too long, and your blues keep getting bluer with each song, remember, sunshine can be found behind a cloudy sky. So let your hair down and go on and cry.
thank you, honey. That's wonderful. Wonderful. And I know you're just thrilled to be here at this show, aren't you, Don?
Bob, I am more than thrilled to be here because, you know, I mean, all of us have done a lot of wonderful things for very wonderful charities, and you always want to do more than anything for little children. But there comes a time in quite a few people's lives when it really hits right at home. And Bob, as you know very well, it did hit home with me about 15 months ago. And the United Cerebral Palsy Fund helps the doctors to learn exactly what to do with these children. You see, Bob, my little boy, Ridgely, had something that, you know, cerebral palsy doesn't always come through birth. It comes through sometimes an illness of the brain that doesn't affect the mental part, but the motor part. And this is what happened to Ridge about 15 months ago. And through the doctors, through prayers, through the great research that the doctors have done, could I bring Ridge on the stage tonight?
We'd love it. We'd love it.
Ridge? Come here, boy.
How about that?
Oh! Can you say hello to Uncle Bob?
Hello, Uncle Bob.
I'm right here, honey.
Wait a minute.
That's not me. Right over here. How are you, Rich? Nice to see you. Give me a little hand right there. Wonderful. Isn't that a great guy?
Well, you see, ladies and gentlemen, what money that you give to cerebral palsy to help the doctors, I mean, it can help these children and make most of them come out as healthy as this one is now. God bless you all, and believe me, give and give and give. Thank you very much.
How about that, huh? Wonderful. Say, don't forget the numbers. Tucker 8211, Madison 63535. Right there. Those phone calls are coming in, and we want to keep them coming in.
Robert,
how are you?
You got a wall around here somewhere?
We got a wall?
I just brought my phone. This is the one I use in Mount Ida.
Oh, is that the one?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm gonna hang her up and
Well,
get some
let's.
business.
We need it. We can use it. Hang it right up over here.
Hang her up over there?
Yes, sir.
All right, Robert.
All right. Nice voice, isn't it nice?
Put him on! Put him! It's Byron on! Put him on! Hello, Byron. Are we coming through good? All right, you send it in. Anything's appreciated. 25 cents from Byron Og.
That's wonderful. Thank you, Cliff. Cliff, sing it again. That's great. That's important, that 25 cents, too. We want a lot of those, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget those numbers. Tucker 8211 and Madison 63535. We have a grand artist here we have to put on at this time because he has his own radio show a little later. And I want you to meet the great Liberace right here. Want to move on here, or they bring? Or is that all right? That's fine. Good. Can't tell how happy we are that you came over.
Thank you, Bob. I'm
Look just wonderful.
very
Haven't
thrilled
seen
to
you
be
since
here.
the police show. Is that
That's
true?
right.
Wonderful.
Wonderful being on this great show, ladies and gentlemen. And I would like to do a number for you. It happens to be a little recording of mine, and if you want to hear the other side of that record, I'd like to do both sides for you, but I'm going to do the September song side first. If you want to hear the I Want My Mama side, you pledge some of those to those calls over there, and I'll be very happy to do the other side. Incidentally, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite my brother George to join me on this song because he enhances the accompaniment, I think, very beautifully with his beautiful violining on the September song. So, George, why don't you come out here and join me, huh? I was a young man courting the girl. I played me a waiting game. If a maid refused me with tossing curls, I'd let the old earth take a couple of whirls. For as time went along, she came my way. As time went along, she came. But it's a long, long while from May till December, and the days grow short when you reach September. The autumn weather turns the leaves to flame, and I haven't got time for the waiting game. For the days dwindle down to a precious few. September, November, and these few vintage years I'll spend with you. These vintage years I'll spend with you. Thank you very much. Bob, thank you so much.
Thank you, Liberace.
I told the folks I'd do the I Want My Mama side of the recording if they called Tucker and the Madison numbers, and I'll stay around for a few minutes if they call in. I'll be very happy to do it.
All right, wonderful,
Thank
wonderful. Stand by. That's real great. Thank you, Jack. Let's go to the tote board. The money's coming up right over here. Let's follow.
$1,464. Of course, we haven't got a very big city here.
That's outside of what we hear you.
Yeah. No, that's the total. No, it can't be. Hasn't this been total?
Oh, no. We have over $3,000 in there.
There alone.
Yeah, we got big.
$1,264 from the people of Los Angeles so far. We got to do better than that.
Oh, yes,
we got to do better than that.
It's a slow
But
start.
these people are wonderful. Look at this, Bob. Mr. and Mrs. Edward Carey, they sent in $5. Miss Archer here sends in $10.
Isn't that
Marie
great?
Charles Roeder, I believe it is, $1. Even the dollar ones are great. You know, just figure.
Yep.
Everybody in this town sent in $1.
That's all we need.
Just everybody with a
That's all we
television
need,
set.
man. We get tired carrying it to the bank, won't we?
Wouldn't that be great?
Isn't that great?
Here we have Mr. and Mrs. Max Greenberg, $5.
Oh, it's well.
The Berman family, $200. Wowee, that's great.
Oh, let's kiss that screen.
And we have here Joe Gerard, $2. Wonderful.
That's
Sandra
great.
Kaufman, $2.
That's it.
Mr. and Mrs. Heck,
That's the spirit.
$5. That's just wonderful. Here's Marlene and Janet Bloom, $10. David Letterman, $5. Ronnie Samuels, $5. That's just wonderful. Come on now.
We applaud you. Love you. Let's keep it moving.
Let's give them the numbers again, Bob.
Yeah. There they are. Madison 63535, Tucker 8211. I just got a call from Lee out in the valley. Wanted to open up his own agency to take the numbers in the valley, but I think it'd be pretty confusing, don't you?
Well, you know what's happening here? Some people aren't calling because they claim they've got a toll call on their hands calling these two numbers. Now, if they'll just look in their phone directory,
Yeah.
their local phone directory, wherever they may live, and check the toll-free number for the May Company.
Wonderful.
The May Company, M-A-Y Company. Call that toll-free number.
Phones down there.
That's right.
Great.
Let's keep
Well,
it
anyway,
going.
this total right now should be about 4,200.
It ought to be,
This time.
anyway.
No, I mean with those checks in there.
Add it in.
So let's not get
We'll
too
get that
discouraged.
added in.
But
This is what's coming on
let's
the
keep
phone.
it moving so we can have a big amount before midnight, because this early start is what we need. Who's there? What's this? Right here. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, Clyde, they don't accept cows. You gotta send money.
That's our tip. You get a cow that gives yummy yogurt, and I'll tell you that. Because I think we'll need that later, Jack. Say, who do we... Oh, we go to a grand guy, a fellow that I had the pleasure of introducing on television a couple of weeks ago up in the Presidio, and did a marvelous job. A boy that, well, we sort of started in musical comedy together in a show in New York called Roberta. Wonderful show. This is a wonderful guy. Formerly of the California Collegians, now of the movie screen, Mr. Fred McMurray, right here.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is a book you've never seen. The author is unknown. As a matter of fact, the book hasn't been completed. The title of the book is The Forgotten Children. I'd like to read a few pages for you. Their reflexes may not be quite as quick. Those first words so eagerly sought are never heard. There may be a complete paralysis of the entire body. You've all seen a child with cerebral palsy, the halting gait, the stammering tone, the muscles that won't react. And maybe you've had a feeling that, well, that this child's life is hopeless. Unfortunately, that too often has been the general feeling. Yes, truly, these children are forgotten children. The cause of cerebral palsy is somewhat still a mystery. A baby is born, and sometime, somehow, during the process of birth, an injury occurs to the brain. It may be weeks and even months before the injury becomes apparent. And then, gradually, the realization comes to the parents that their baby is not normal, that their baby is different. And ladies and gentlemen, please remember this. There are no hopeless children, just helpless children. Children who must have your help for medical care. And that's why the United Cerebral Palsy Association was formed. Tonight, and every day and night of the year, Los Angeles is our problem. There are 60,000 palsied children in Los Angeles. And of this 6,000, only about 400 are receiving medical attention, medical treatment. The national average is a much unhappier statistic. The United Cerebral Palsy Association needs your help, your support, for research, for the many long hours of therapy, training tiny muscles to work, little eyes to focus, small mouths to speak. How many steps will you buy? How much is a child's eyesight worth to you? How many words will you buy?
Wonderful. Say, you do me a favor. I know you're a great man with a phone. Do you want to go over there and start this phone parade over here for us and answer a few calls for cerebral palsy? That'll be a great idea. Liberace's over there right now. Are you taking a few? There they are right over there. We're going to start a thing here and get all the celebrities on the phones, ladies and gentlemen. So call in and talk to these boys and these ladies and gentlemen right here. Here's the spot to bring out a beautiful, beautiful gal. Say, how are those phones? Are we getting money? Huh? Are we getting a new total here? Don't forget that number, ladies and gentlemen. Tucker 8211 and Madison 63535. so we can keep these gals busy and keep them humming and buzzing down there at the May Company. That's what we want to do. Yes, sir. Down at Marie Livingston's old hangout. Down the May Company. Say, we have Fred McMurray, we have Liberace, and a lot of beautiful girls over there from the United Airlines, is that right? Is that true? American, that's what I said. Who said United Airlines? Oh, that's so silly. American, that's what I said. They've been fighting me all night. Say, I'll probably get a round tray the next time I ride, huh? I love that. Yes, dear. Thank you very much. Mr. O, phone calls desire where to send checks on air. Jack Webb, come in here. Come here, my man. I got to get my technical man. He knows all about it.
Where to send the checks?
Where to send the checks?
Let's get them right over here and post it for them. We like to have them phone it in. We'd like to have them mail it in. Either way. And here's the address coming up.
Well, what about that? We want to get. Listen, if you get the checks down here, Jack.
Yeah.
I'll go. Fine.
Sure we do. We sure do have an address card, Bob. Paul
Los
Palsy.
Angeles 51.
That's it. Palsy, Los Angeles 51. It's that simple. There it is.
You know how long we're going to be here, Jack?
Yeah.
We are going to be here now for about 15 and a quarter hours. I don't know how long we've been on now, but we're going to be here for a long time. And anybody want to bring... Why don't we make some arrangements so they can bring the check down here? We can sort of grab it and throw it in that thing. Is that
You know,
possible?
I think it's high time. All these people out here, and they've all got phones at home, and I know they'd like to call in if they were home.
Yeah.
So since they didn't bring their phone, we have some lovely American Airlines hostesses who will go out there and oblige. How would that be?
Oh, that'd be wonderful. How do you
I know
feel
they
about
want
that?
it, don't
Would
you?
like to? They will all look like contributors. I think so. Why don't you take a big sack and go out there and pick up a little loot from this audience? I think you ought to get to this audience before my brother goes through this crowd. Because there'd be nothing left. Oh, that's wonderful. Get all the girls out there. Get them out there, and that's it. Go on right out there, girls. What are you going to take with you? Get some bags or take your hats. That'd be nice. No, you can't take them. You're not ready for that, huh? What do they do?
If they collect it, we'll get it up on the board. We have it up there.
Wonderful.
Bob. All your wonderful contributions that you got.
Great, Jack. What's the figure?
$42.64. $4,264, and it ain't enough.
No, we got to move. Boy, we're looking for some real money. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to really start moving on this
Let's
total.
look at those phone numbers again, Bob, shall we? Tucker 8211, Madison 63535.
Yes, sir. The man's got it right there.
Or don't forget that May Company number now. Look for the toll-free number in your telephone directory and call that. It won't cost you anything.
Wonderful. Fred, are you answering some phones there? Come over here, my man.
I'm sitting by a phone and nobody's called me. Will you please call me?
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Say, give me Fred here. Right here. I want to get that message over here. I know you're on the... Yeah, there you are. The man's giving us the light right
I'm just
there.
saying, I've been sitting here with the phone there and nobody's called me. Well, somebody called. Will you
Yes,
please?
somebody called Fred McMurray. Get on there. That's Tucker 8211 and Madison 63535. Just ask for Fred McMurray and make a contribution and hear that velvet tone. That's the Johnny Ray of the dramatic actors. He's starting to cry here. There's something ought to happen to you right there. Ladies and gentlemen, while we're waiting for that call, I want to meet a grand gal here that you know from radio and pictures. Are you ready there? My friend Irma, is she out there? She must be. All right, she's not ready. How about that call? Have you got that call? Say, show the people on the set how these girls are going through the audience. That's what I want them to see. I want to see the kind of show them the kind of work that's going on out in the house out there. Because they're out there really grabbing the money. That's wonderful. I know they appreciate this show, and we got all the American hostesses out there grabbing it. Fred, you're not getting any signals. Are these phones hooked up here, huh? These phones, these lower phones? Oh, we ought to get some lights on these kids here. How about it, ladies and gentlemen? Let's get these phones ringing. Tucker 8211, Madison 63535. Yes, run those numbers in there. Before we put on any more show, we got a lot of stars there. We have to jam them up. How are we doing out there with the money? Oh, good. Oh, we're getting the folding stuff. Oh, isn't that wonderful? Oh, that's great. Yes, sir. They're going right out there. Show that money to the audience right there, that camera. That's swell. That's great. Fred, did you get a call? Is that lighting? Where?
Here it is, here it is. Got a call for Fred McMurray on this phone over here. Right here. How about that? Make sure you get a lot. You got sound on Fred over there? Huh? Hand mic.
Here's one right here.
Oh, yes. Let's get on. There you are. Hold it there. Get it in there, Dick.
Are you on there too? Isn't that wonderful? Hello. This is Mr. McMurray.
Yeah.
What is your name? What? P-H-T-H. Oh, thanks. Is that right? H-I-E-S. Naomi? Naomi. Very nice boy. $1. Well, that's very nice of you. Thank you. We appreciate it very much. Thank you very much for calling. Good night.
You all right there? Lean right over and talk to Fred. Get that.
Okay, Art.
There you are. Fred, did you get that money? Is he getting that money? Good. Well, we got that call anyway. Say, Jack, we get a hand mic and bring those gals up. Is that your suggestion? Or Art Baker?
Mr. Art Baker.
How about Art Baker is here? How about that? Pick up Art Baker right here. Art? There you are.
Well, this is an occasion where you didn't ask for it. Nobody asked for it. We have here some little tots. I'd like you to know they are not used as examples. They're not used as any illustration, except the fact that they are dear little ones, and I want you to meet them. I'm not going to put any scare copy in here saying that it might happen in your family or anything else. But I'd like, I think, how do you do? What is your name? You take a hold of this. Yes.